This is a true life story. I know this girl. She's a church girl. She loves God, and she involved herself in a relationship. And this guy also loves God. Though they are coming from different churches, but they are all Pentecost. They are all Christians. Yes. So now in that relationship, that these guys were in this courtship, along the process of dating, this guy already promised the girl that he's going to marry her, and by God's grace, yes, the guy stuck to the promise. He married the girl. But in the process of their courtship, what happened is that this girl became pregnant for the guy. So now the guy said, you are going to keep the pregnancy. And the girl said, okay. They both decided to keep the pregnancy, which is good. But it is good, and meaning that they have to overcome a lot of criticism, a lot of rejection, because remember that these people are church people. They love God and everything. So their mistake, what they made, it does not terminate that they don't love God. Yes. So now, definitely, the pregnancy started growing, and everyone began to say it. So they started judging these guys based on, they're like, oh, these guys have been fornicating. And at the end of the day, they just did it once. And that once is what led into pregnancy. So already they removed them from some church department, saying that, okay, these guys have been doing this behind, so they have not been faithful and everything. So thank God they kept the pregnancy. So there's also another couple that was dating, and in this dating, they did not they were there sleeping together, frequently, if I can say that. And at some point, the lady became pregnant. But what they decided to terminate the pregnancy. Even these girls, they are church girls, and the guy is also a church guy. So now they decided to terminate the pregnancy. Even in their termination, they kept on fornicating. Both of them were not yet married. So now when it came to marriage, the guy decided to marry the first story. The guy decided to marry the girl, but they said they're not going to bless their marriage because they have been fornicating, because the result you can see from the result. So then these guys have decided not to bless their marriage because of the result that they see. And here comes the other couple that the result are not seen, not because they have not been doing the same activity in the secret place. They have been doing the same activity, but this couple decided to terminate the pregnancy. They decided to hide. So in the eyes when you look at these two couples, and you decide to look at these couples, according to the church and the leadership of some churches, they'll judge the other. They will judge this person the other one who was pregnant to be the bad one, to be the one doing crazy things in the secret place. Then they judge this other one to be the proper one. Why? Because there was no result. And this is what has been happening in our churches, in a congregation. You begin to judge people based on the result that you see, but not knowing that everyone, even others, are doing the same thing in the secret place, but because they have refused to keep the result, or they have been trying maybe to be careful so that the result should not be seen. It should not be seen. And this is, at the end of the day, we begin to judge people according to what we see. And the Bible says, do not judge people. Man judge people according to their outward appearance, but God does not judge people according to their outward appearance. Between these two couples, the other one which has been dating, by God's grace, both of them are married to each other. So the other one who has been dating became pregnant and decided to keep the pregnancy. And the other one who are courting, they decided to terminate the pregnancy and continued with the activity. In the sight of the leadership and the church, these people are not pregnant, are the ones that are considered to be pure, are considered to be right. So when it comes to the blessing of marriage, the one with pregnant, they refuse to bless them at church. The one who's not pregnant, they decide to bless them. So ask yourself, is that judgment real? So if you were God, me personally, I was God, definitely I will consider the first couple which kept the pregnancy to be good. But now, according to the picture, because sometimes, why do some leaders do this? Why? Because they want to paint a good picture in the eyes of the people, that, oh, we are painting a good picture. But some activities are being done in the secret place that you can't see, and they come in public, present them and say, oh, these are the ones who are doing it right. Now, we have to stop judging people based on the results that we see. Maybe others, they just did it once and it ended bad. Others are still doing it and it has not resulted, but they are able to be blessed on the altar. of God. So I was just looking at that scenario. So I was like, let's not judge people based on what we see, because the others is just because they have refused to show the result, and they have refused to bring out the result because they want to look good in the eyes of their pastors, their leaders, their church members, and everything. And we judge people based on what we see the result. So that's what I was just thinking. I don't know about you guys, but we have to be very careful how we judge people. And if they sin before God, this is not, and the other thing, this is not a license of me saying that I'm supporting fornication or anything. I'm not supporting that, no, but I'm just looking at it in a way that what would Jesus do, and who has got the greater sin, which there's no greater sin, but who has the greater sin here when you look at the eyes of man? The one who has terminated and he committed fornication, or the one who has committed fornication and kept the pregnancy? Bye. So God bless you, and don't judge people based on the outward appearance.